Hello everybody, Magma Cleric here, back to bring you another top 10. What's the top 10 for today? Top 10 RPGs or role-playing games. The rules are very simple. One per franchise, it can be on any console at any time, and it has to be considered what I consider a RPG should be. It should have the RPG elements of leveling up, stat changes, all that stuff. So get prepared, get ready, because we are going to kick it into high gear with top 10 RPGs presented by who else? Magma Cleric. Alright folks, let's kick it. At number 10 is Super Mario RPG for the SNES. Sorry all you fanboys, but yes, Super Mario RPG is at number 10 because it's creative, yes, but it feels more of a Final Fantasy just for Super Mario RPG. And that's why it's number 10. Set the world on fire. Alright, Fallout 3 is number 9 on my list. It is an apocalyptic end-of-the-world RPG. It's kind of like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. Fans of the series knows what I'm talking about. With the Pip-Boy and all the cool features you get to do, like the target limb system, which is very innovative in my standards. I think it was very creative for them to do that. It slows down the pace of time, and you can really select to do damage. And what's really cool is each part of the limb has its own HP, which is very cool and a very nice part of the game. Now, the bad parts of the game. Sometimes it can just be repetitive. Feels like you're doing the same thing over and over. Go do this. I need you to go find this. You can't use this without the bottle caps. It's very grindish. So if you're one of the people who like grinding RPGs instead of quick playthrough RPGs, this is definitely a pickup for you. So highly recommended. Okay, at number 8 is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I have talked about this game forever now. It's the first one and the second one has been on multiple of countdowns of mine. It is just basically a great Star Wars game. It's one of the best Star Wars games out there. The role-playing aspects of it is very nice. It does have somewhat of a turn-based strategy. You have your attacks that you can press X to make it like a list of attacks. So once you do that attack, you got 3 more attacks coming, or you can do 2 attacks and heal your party in the second 2, or use one of your Jedi or Sith powers. This game is the first of the series and is very good. The story is good. It is probably 6 hours long the most, and it's just an all-around fun game. Highly recommend picking it up. Alright, at number 7, I know what you all can be thinking. How is Fable, the original Fable, be in Star Wars, Fallout, and everything else? Just how is it beating the last 3? Because it's simple, it's fun, and it's highly addictive. And it has what most RPGs nowadays are using: multiple endings. You have dark side and you have light side, just like you did in Star Wars. This one, you can go down 2 different paths, and it is very unique how you go down them and how people portray you as. Good people will run away from you, bad people will come at you. Whether you're good or bad, There's multiple power-ups for your weapons and upgrades, multiple spells, and multiple level grinding. It is just all around fun, and you can get some companions. But my fun is when you go truly evil and kill an entire town and fight the red guards. Them are hard, so pick it up. At number 6 is the PlayStation Classic, Legend of Dragoon. This game is simply amazing. The gameplay, the combat system in this is very unique, and this is during the time where Final Fantasy was the main heavy hitter of RPGs, and it's just a fresh new take on the RPGs. So I highly recommend you checking it out and picking it up for the PlayStation. At number 5 is Diablo 2 for the PC. Diablo 2 plays very much like the 3rd edition of Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons is, of course, a tabletop RPG. This, however, is a dungeon crawler RPG with different classes ranging from barbarian to a rogue, basically. And it's a pretty fun game if you like dungeon crawlers and picking up mysterious items. The RPG elements in it is very good. The leveling system is very good. It lacks in certain areas here and there, but other than that, this is a very fun game if you like playing Dungeons & Dragons or like playing dungeon crawlers. So, highly recommend picking it up. Alright, enough you fanboys. Look, it's finally higher up on my list. Finally. Final Fantasy VII comes in at number 4 for the fact that it was the first RPG on the PlayStation and first Final Fantasy I ever played. This game is freaking awesome, amazing. I've said so much shit on it. You just need to check out all my other videos that I've said on it. So go check that out. Thanks for watching. Oh, this effing game is so effing hard. It brings you back to the glory days of leveling up, feeling accomplished when you did it. Dark Souls at number 3 is my 3rd pick for the top 10 RPGs. At number 2 is Xenogears. Yes, Xenogears is number 2. And yes, once again I featured it on my top 10. Yes, you see the giant robots one and saw that it was number 2. Once again, it's number 2. This game is simply too much fun to not pick up. It's a PlayStation 1 classic, highly recommend it. Let's hit that recap. At 10, Super Mario RPG. At 9, Fallout 3. At 8, Star Wars. At 7, Fable. At 6, Legend of Dragoon. At 5, Diablo 2. At 4, Final Fantasy VII. At 3, Dark Souls. And at 2, Xenogears. At number 1, Chrono Trigger for the SNES. This classic RPG is what I just said, a classic. It is one of the best, or quite possibly is the best RPG on the Super Nintendo. That's right, I'm a Chrono Trigger fan. Get rid of it. So it's basically time travel. You fight an evil being that's trying to take over the universe to destroy time and place entirely, and it's pretty fun. So I highly recommend checking it out. The gameplay is great. The combat system is awesome. You get a frog knight. Come on. It's an all-out fun time travel RPG based game. So highly check it out. Thank you for watching. Magma Cleric